India might be the biggest hidden casualty of the Iran war, and almost nobody is talking about it. When people think about this conflict, they think about oil prices, Middle East tensions, and global markets. But behind all of that, there is one country quietly absorbing shock after shock. That country is India. Not because it is directly involved in the war, but because it is deeply connected to everything this war touches: energy, trade, people, and geopolitics. Let's start with energy. India imports nearly 90% of its oil, and a huge part of that comes from the Middle East. That means one simple thing. When this region becomes unstable, India pays the price immediately. Oil prices go up, fuel becomes more expensive, transport costs rise, food prices follow. And suddenly, inflation starts to climb. For a country with over 1.4 billion people, that is not just an economic issue, that is a national pressure point. But energy is only the first layer. Because India has something even more exposed. Its people, around 9 to 10 million Indians, live and work in the Gulf region. They work in countries like Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and Qatar. They are everywhere. Construction sites, oil fields, transport, networks, logistics hubs, and every month they send billions back home. This money supports families, entire communities, and even parts of the Indian economy. Now imagine what happens if this war escalates. Flights stop. Jobs disappear, evacuations begin. That money flow slows down or stops. This is not just a geopolitical issue anymore. This becomes a direct hit on millions of households, and then comes trade. India is one of the fastest growing major economies in the world, but that growth depends on global trade. Ships moving through key routes, energy flowing into the country, goods flowing out. But right now, those routes are becoming more dangerous. Insurance costs for shipping are rising, delays are increasing, and in some areas, traffic is slowing down completely. That means imports become more expensive, exports become less competitive, and growth starts to slow. Now here is where it gets even more complicated. India has built its global strategy on balance. For years, it managed to stay friendly with everyone. The United States, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Israel. It played both sides carefully, but a war like this breaks that balance. Because eventually every country is forced to choose, and choosing comes with consequences. Lose access to energy, lose influence in the region, or damage key alliances. There is no perfect move anymore. And then something else happened. The war is no longer far away. Recent military actions happened close to critical Indian trade waters that sends a clear signal. This conflict is moving closer, not further away. For India, this is no longer just global news. This is regional risk. And when you combine everything, rising energy prices, millions of citizens at risk abroad, disrupted trade, and geopolitical pressure, you start to see the full picture. India is not on the front lines of the war, but it is on the front lines of the consequences. And if this conflict continues to escalate, the real impact might not be measured in missiles, but in economies, in livelihoods, and in global power shifts. Because sometimes the countries that suffer the most in a war are not the ones fighting, but the ones connected to everything around it.